We could ride the light waves together, ignore all the sound waves. How do we get so brave? How do we get so brave? And we could ride the tidal waves together, escaping all the gamma rays. Tell me, how do we get so brave? Tell me, how do we get so brave? How do we get so we could ride the light waves together, ignore all the sound waves. How do we get so brave? How do we get so brave? And we could ride the tidal waves together, escaping all the gamma rays. Tell me, how do we get so brave? Tell me, how do we get so
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all others, pets as well. Welcome to the Icey Railway podcast. I am your Ice Dragon, rayronvr. How are we doing, Icey family? Hopefully everyone is well. It has definitely been a week that feels like another month. April is just a slow crawl getting through this month. But with that, welcome everyone. BCI Parts got the Icey cookie for today. We got Railfanning K. We've got Ammo Point. We got NNW611. Hello, everyone. Those who are lurking, those who will be watching on the replay, welcome back. Hopefully everyone is having a good time. Hopefully everyone is safe as well. There's been a lot of storms that are going through the Midwest right now. There's been like a plethora of tornadoes, so please stay safe, be vigilant. We kind of caught the tail end of the storm system that went through the Midlands of the U.S. Absolutely crazy. Chuck, how are you, good sir? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, but what up, Josh? We got PC Parts. Hello, Ammo Point. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully everyone is doing well. We do have a little bit of news, but it's not a lot. Just a few little nuggets of news to sprinkle. But that's okay. I've got a lot to talk about when it comes to these little bad boys. Learn a few things. All right. On the rails, we have our new BLI Shark Nose locomotive. It is officially Shark Week. These guys will be getting out in videos and shorts here pretty darn soon, but they're making their debut on the Icey Railway. We've got an A unit and a dummy B unit. This is the Missouri Pacific Fantasy Scheme. I also got the two in fantasy schemes with kind of the actual shark nose paints that you typically see like on World War II aircrafts. And also, I just showed you guys the Southern Pacific Black Widow scheme as well. Overall, they do look really nice, but we've got some things to talk about. So we'll talk about that after the news, because it's a little bit of a, I don't want to say a rant, but there's a lot of interesting things that you guys need to know about them. So, yeah, definitely interesting. A lot of lessons learned from them. All right, so with that, you guys know the drill. You guys, the Icey family in chat, will let me know when to start this locomotive. So kind of something new that we're doing here. You guys are going to be the dispatchers. So when you guys are ready, type in green or spam those green emotes so that way we can get the highball green on the signal above my head here. So when you guys are ready, feel free to spam those green emotes. Not too much that gets you kicked off from the YouTube, but spam those green emotes. Kyle Stevens, how are you? Welcome back. I appreciate it. All right, so there's one green light. There's a go. All right, let's go ahead and get over to our signal. You guys have given us the green light here. Proceed to signal. So let's go ahead and throw it. And we will be on our way. There's a highball green, telling our engineer to get going here. Get the shark nose going. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that, Railfanning K. YouTube didn't like that for some reason. I'm trying to show it, but I don't know why it's not working on my end. So I see all the greens. I'll see if I can fix that behind the scenes. It's more of a, I guess it's an anti-spam protection, which like, YouTube, go away. Let me handle my chat here. Yeah, it's not allowing me to show for some reason. All right. So as you can see, behind the Missouri Pacific, we have our two fantasy schemes of our shark nose. We've got like that dark green kind of camo, and then we've got that silver scheme, basically from the U.S. Air Force. So pretty darn cool fantasy schemes that we got there. Both of them with the shark nose teeth paint scheme. So you can see those as well. I think they did. I would have to double check. I just realized I need to bring this up and bring that up. There we go. All right, so we are underway. The shark nose is going around here. And with that, let's go ahead and take some field trips for our news. Because let's face it, you guys love the news. Try to get all of the juicy information. Again, this is all at HO scale. But we'll go ahead and talk about the news a little bit. And then we're going to go more into these shark noses. All right, starting with BLI, we've got some new photos or CAD drawings, 3D renderings, of their Berkshire steam locomotives. They got several liveries that they're going to be coming out with, like ATSF, Southern Pacific, and so forth. But, yeah, no worries. You thought it was going to happen? Yeah. Looks great. Everyone's saying hello. Did you pick up anything good at the Bromful's train show? Yes, I did. I am currently editing that video. The haul will be a part of that video. It'll probably be an hour long. So, yes, we got a lot of goodies. There are some Easter eggs kind of hidden all over this room on some new stuff. However, I'm going to save that for the video when it comes out. There's a lot of new things I'm doing with the train show videos, so experimenting a little bit. I'm hoping to get that out by the end of the weekend. I'm trying to get it out, so. Okay, ammo points, hello. Yep, field trip. Good-looking passenger cars. You also like the U.S. Air Force locomotives as being retired Air Force. Yep, and again, thank you, good sir, for your service as well. So yeah, I love those schemes. This looks so cool. So yeah, we got some photos here. So here's the Southern Pacific CAD drawing. Appreciate that, Kyle. Yep, again, not mandatory, but I appreciate all the likes and all that. But again, do it if you honestly think you like what's going on here. Feel free to hit that thumbs up. Not required here. I just want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy the world's greatest sandbox hobby. See, nice pick up some stuff as well. Sorry I didn't say it. All good. All good. I see you at the club, so. At good old Samurai. Okay, so yeah, beautiful drawings here of the Berkshire locomotive here. So, some cool early drawings. And we'll probably take a quick trip over to the BLI website, take some more looks at that. But you also guys kind of saw that with the unboxing of the Shark Nose. They had a little pamphlet that had all those Berkshire steam locomotives as well. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, Athrun this morning dumped a few cool little nuggets here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So this is the video here for the EMD F units. I kind of just want to go straight to their profiles here. So they came out with some F units. First time out of brass, I believe, looks good. Oh, for the Berkshires? Nice. That's why I do respect BLI, but I'm starting to notice some quality control issues with their diesels. So that's going to be part of the things we're going to talk about when it comes to these Shark Noses. All right, so as far as Athrun Genesis is concerned, we got these F units, and one that's really got my attention is this AB unit power set here. Is this DCC ready? Anyways. We've got the MK80 here. This is the freight version, and it looks really nice. So I'm kind of eyeballing these F units. I'm not sure if I'm going to commit to them, but they do look great. So we got LNN here, ATSF, SNCT, the FEC, got this LN livery scheme, and they got the A and B units, A by themselves, B themselves. Milwaukee Road is another one. Freight Car Prime for Grime. So a nice little offering of some F units. Yep. Hello, Warwolf. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, not too bad. And then for those of you who love Amtrak, we got our P42 DC diesel locomotives as well. So pretty awesome here. 300, I need to get the other one too, but 304 Tsunami 2 sound. But we got all of the paint schemes here, which is pretty cool. I'm probably going to end up passing on this run just because I think I'm content with the Amtrak that I have. I basically have a rebuilt California Zephyr style Amtrak, kind of in my own way. But pretty cool announcements from Athrun. Pretty darn cool. And then some other things. We've got some spine cars. We got these cool old school 50-foot double deck auto loaders. That one's kind of got my attention too, because I do like these small little auto rack type things. And a few other trucks and knickknacks. So pretty cool announcements from Athrun. Nothing too crazy, but definitely the MKD freight diesels, they do have my attention. Definitely have their attention. So you got a new profile picture. Nice there, Werewolf. Wow, you made that nice. Nice, nice. Okay, so there's some other things here which is pretty cool from Athrun. So you guys can check all the goodies out over at Atherin. All right. Next bit of news. To kind of conclude the saga of the model train stuff news that we kind of start presenting. The first one was about how they were closing, they were shutting down, and then all of a sudden they did a 180, and we found out that Factory Direct Hobbies bought model train stuff, which is amazing. And their website is officially back. So here it is in its glory. Model train stuff is officially back. So if you didn't know, they are back up and ready to go for business. So pretty good to have some more competition back. It's a healthy thing to have these type of things. So if you're a fan of model train stuff, their website is officially back, which is pretty cool. All right, something that came out of left field, which is pretty cool. Rapido Trains came out with their box car that's patched up for the Oregon, California, and Eastern Custom Run. Well, Rayron, you typically don't report on freight cars, you may ask. This is true, but this one is a little bit special. If you notice that logo on the top right-hand corner, and if you recognize the name, and for those of you who don't know, the Oregon, California, and Eastern is the railroad, a fictional railroad that is part of the Colorado Model Railroad Museum. They just announced today that they got their own run of cars. I'm definitely going to pick up one of these because I visited this museum way back in another life when I was younger. But they have a whole bunch of runs here. You can see it here on their main website. And if you guys don't know, this is the one that Michelle is a director of. You'll see her and a lot of other YouTubers. So that's not going to allow me to link that. Rip. Let's see here. Shop. There we go. Give me a smaller link here. Has anyone seen a new run of their MT4s finally coming along? No, I have not. I didn't know they were making another run of the MT4s. That's actually good to know. If you have a link of where you got that, I would love to know and share it. Because that's actually news. That is actually news to me. Because I definitely want that MT4. Alright, so they have their new box cars that have been patched out for the OC&E. And they've got several different numbers here. Looks like they got a 5-car number set for $323. Oh, no, excuse me. 5-car set. I think it's a 3-car set. Anyways, 5-car set. But you can also buy them individually as well, which I think is pretty cool. And they also have their standard scheme as well. Another tank car there. Hello, BSF engineer. How are you? Give it another 5 years and they'll finally release it. Yeah. Seriously. I'll just wait for Broadway Limited to make theirs at this point. Not saying that they've announced one, but yeah, that's pretty cool. OC&E from Rapido, nice little partnership there. It was on Facebook group scale, premium quality scale page. So I'm a little bit skeptical because if it's not from the actual manufacturer's Facebook page, I take it with a grain of salt. And I haven't seen anything from their YouTube channel or from their the Atherin actual Facebook page that they're going to be releasing the MT4. But I will do some digging to see. Because I may have missed something. Oh, there you go. Yep. The CP 2816 is underway. It started 2 days ago. I think it's made its way to Minot, if I remember correctly, or pretty close to it. So it is definitely on their way. Was it the Empress of Steam, I think is the nickname? Or something like that. All right, so for Scale Trains, we just got their newsletter. They're coming out with the CNW in their Dash 9, a couple more unique road numbers for those of you who are rivet heads. Yeah, that's the thing about the news. I try my best to get it from a source that is reliable, aka from the manufacturer themselves, or if I start seeing like a lot of, because I am basically joined as many Facebook groups as I can, and once I start seeing a trend that, hey, this has been announced, this has been announced, this has been announced, that's when I start looking into the actual manufacturer to see if they actually released something. And that's when once I find something that's official, I make the video, put it into the live stream and so forth. I meant to say river counter. Sorry. Rivet head, yeah. River counter. That's what I meant. You remember watching a documentary about the Rocky Mountaineer? That's one train I really want. But again, you actually gotta book a trip to get those cars. So yeah, 3 different road numbers here, which is pretty cool. And then they're also doing the Chicago Northwestern in a GP40. And they're different paint schemes there. And then you've got the EMD SD45 diesels. And obviously the 611. Those are pre-orders that come and due. So I've got the Spirit and Roanoke on pre-order. And then you got the coaches. And then the road trip. So that's pretty much from Scale Trains. You've gone down the brass rabbit hole. You got a Key Imports AC9. I am freaking jealous. That is amazing. That is amazing. That makes me even more excited for the BLI one to come out. The only thing that I bought in brass was my coal turbine. I wanted my coal turbine. No one else seems to want to make it. I've been trying to tell Scale Trains that, hey, you have all the turbines except for the coal turbine. Be the first company to make all the coal turbine or all the turbines for UP. But when I saw one on Facebook Marketplace that was on sale, I grabbed that coal turbine in a heartbeat. Ooh, thank you for sharing that information. Oh my God. Ooh. But you know what? Price is relative. If you're freaking happy, you have that, because I'm probably imagine that's gonna be like the diamond in the rough of the collection. I understand that feeling. Yep, I understand that feeling as a collector. That's how I was when I got my 4019 Big Boy in Athearn Genesis. When I saw that one, it's like, yeah, absolutely. The GP30 B&O shows are coming out in May. Excited to see my first Scale Trains. Awesome. CB. Hello, good sir. First time I've seen you pop in. It'll be 12 or more for that coal turbine. Yep. Oh, yeah, I know. My wallet knows. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, you're excited for your BC Rail to come in. Awesome. Yeah, Trump's your SBS is 700. Yeah. Oh, I would imagine. When I was at the National Train Show when they were here in Dallas, Texas, I got to see a brass AC9, and I think the sale price for that was around $2,000, roughly. And it's like, nope, I don't have the money for that. And then finally BLI out of nowhere announces they're going to make their AC9. It's like, yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's it for the news, guys. Again, very, very light. Took us about 21 minutes. Not a record as last time, but not too crazy. But okay, I'm just gonna go to this camera view just for a second. So we gotta talk about some things, BLI. Oh, BLI, you were doing so well with the steam engines that your diesel department needs a little bit of a wake-up call. So there's a trend with the 4-axle diesels I've been noticing that they are over-lubricating and they're over-greasing their trucks. I mean, you guys saw that in my video that I unboxed, that the grease was all over the wheels. I kind of scooped it up a little bit with my screwdriver. and then the bottoms were just oiled to death. So that's issue number one. Issue number two is the way they design their A and B units. Now, let me be very specific about this. They offer a wide variety of options when it comes to these shark noses. So the ones that I went through, and this was a big mistake on my part. If you're going to buy shark noses, do not do what I did. Because I went with the A unit, and here's the box right here to show. It's in this one packaging. The A unit is powered, but the B unit is a dummy. And this is the B unit, it just doesn't have its shell. And don't worry, we'll get into that here in a second. So here's the B unit of this Black Widow. So you can see the price there, $320. I was like, okay, you know, I'm saving some money, A and B. I didn't think twice about it. And then I paid the price. Because this A and B package that they comes with, by default, as you guys saw on the unboxing video, it comes with this hook style connection between the A and B unit. What in God's earth was BLI thinking when they did this? I have no clue. But this is what they did. So you've got the A unit that goes, or the male that goes into the female connection, and you can see that's how they connect together. Now, I didn't notice this until I actually went to Samra and Randy's. The problem with this is that there's momentum involved. There's physics involved. Duh. Whoa, okay. One thing you tried, very choice scale South African steam locomotives. We can't find any for sale. I remember you used to be on the Facebook. It was selling some, but that one's gone. So you're probably talking about the Garretts and some other diesels. Or diesel and then the steam Garrett and so forth. Hi, Bree. Welcome. Yep, happy Friday. TGIF. Okay, so here's the problem with this little connector right here. Yeah, you can kind of see it better there. Here's the problem with this. BLI... Okay. First off, you can see how this is angled. It's not perfectly 90. Well, what happens when you have that angled in such a way? It causes momentum. So what happens is, when you put that couple there, it tilts the entire B unit up. And guess what happens when you raise the other side where the truck is? You guessed it. It derails it. Yay! Things that we don't want happening. And oh, by the way, the weight is only in the center of this B unit. So it was discovered on the Samra layout, this one particular turn, that it's basically an incline going to the left. And when this catches it just right, the momentum hits it on this couple. It raises this truck, and it derails it completely. So I was not happy when that was discovered. There's a few other things to this that really pissed me off. The next thing is when I opened up this shell, I was greeted with the spring. Again, I don't know how much that's going to focus. I'm going to do a video on this because I'm not too happy about it. So that spring right there is completely exposed. That is what holds that centerpiece in when it comes to the coupler. So they're not tied together, but they use this makeshift coupler system. That's how it came by default. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. Trust me. Giving a whole Bill Nye science lesson. I said, yeah, yep. Don't need to fix it. Again, this is not the best BLI, but it's like there's a lot of issues with this, and this is just a bad thing. I'll tell you what. I'll give you my recommendation for these shark units, and then we'll go from there. So I can see the BLI will have kind of coupling. Throw back to the 80s Neiman models. Yep. We'll have you to put weights on the end. That's a plan that I'm going to do. But it gets even better. So here's the problem. I'll have to put weights on here. Yeah, that's definitely something I would have to do. Keep in mind, this is like a $300 A and B set that I bought. I should not be having to modify this straight out of the box. That's just my humble opinion. Another thing, and again, I'll do a video on it. Well, with BLI actually cut a corner here, there's a little piece of metal right here. Again, I can't, it's a little bit hard to show, but that little piece of metal is actually covering the spring, protecting it from actually popping off. Right? Guess what's missing on the opposite side? The opposite side does not have that metal piece that comes across the spring. So this spring is completely exposed, whereas the other side, it's not. Oh yeah, you can really see it now. So that's issue number 3, I think, for this dummy B unit. It gets even better. It gets even better. But wait, there's more. There's more. There's absolutely more. If I want to change this out, guess what the screw head is? If you would say the common sense place to have the head of the screw so that way you can remove it, you are dead wrong. It is not on the bottom. It is on the side right there. You can see the screw head right there, which means you have to take apart this entire assembly to get to that screw head to remove the coupler to get rid of this piece of crap thing. BLI, what the fuck were you thinking? Yeah, it gets even better. It gets even better. So you're telling me that I have to deal with this spring just to get rid of this coupler. Keep in mind, this spring is vital to this entire thing. If I lose one of these 2 springs, I lose the connection point, tension of it, which could potentially do that. It's always funny and interesting to watch these people rant about this stuff. Yeah, I'm ranting. This is officially a dragon rant. Absolutely a dragon rant. Yeah, and I'm nowhere PG. So, yep. I was expecting gonna be a rant about it. Yeah. Yesterday, watched the Almost 1000 video about train collision that happened in Illinois. A remaining car from an accident today. Again, this is a rant. It's not typically what I do, but it's stuff like this that requires situational awareness to you guys. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake I did in buying this thing. Okay. So that's the rant on the B unit side. So I'm going to make a whole video showing you guys how to replace this if you fell into the same trap I did in buying the A/B unit. Now, let's talk about some good stuff. Let's talk about some good stuff here. Yep. So let's do this. Okay, so stay away from this set. Stay away from the unpowered B and the A. Cause I think it's, I showed you all the issues with it. If you want to get a good A and a B unit, just buy the A separately and buy the B separately. Because if you go buying the B, you can get them DCC ready right here. And look at the price too. So we got $320 for the price for the A and unpowered B. For the powered A with DCC and sound, it's $240 here. I'm using Trainwheel as an example. And then you've also got $151 for the DCC ready. So that's going to be what? Public math here. About 380 roughly. So for 380, so for about $60 more, you can get the A by itself and the DCC ready B, which gives you additional power. This is not going to get you additional power. So for $60, you basically get the motor, the gear assembly, the DCC ready board, and you know BLI is forced to put their Katy couplers on these single units. Just go that way. Just go that way. It is so much better than having to deal with the spring that's inside this piece of crap. It's BLI's bound to be around somewhere. This is the thing about my channel, guys. I try to give you an unfiltered, I can't say unbiased because I am biased towards things, opinion on the products that come out. I praise BLI for the steam engines, but when it comes to these diesels lately, BLI, come on. You can do better than that. You got the popcorn ready, yeah. So then I'm questioning a noob. Do any models come with a warranty of some sort? BLIs typically come with a 1 year. I'm part of the VIP club, which gives me an additional year of services. Me personally, I know how to fix this issue. I already know how to swap this coupler system just by looking at it because, I don't know, I'm a nerd like that. So it's easier for me just to do the work myself than to have to pay to take it to BLI. I'm going to lose it for 2 to 3 weeks for them to swap things out. And those couplers, they do come with the couplers. It's inside the box. So you can swap out the Katy couplers and to put it in there. There's no defect. So let me be perfectly clear. There's nothing wrong with the functionality of, well, let me rephrase. It depends. If you find the perfect hill for these things to go down, it will derail. If you do a simple level layout like this right here, it runs just fine. So it is very situational, which by terms of a defect, it won't meet those terms. Power B units is a thing of the past. They need to stop making them. Absolutely. And that was my mistake. This will be the last time I buy an unpowered B unit, just naively. But I wasn't expecting that coupler system. So I'm a little... Oh, and here's another thing about it that I got to show you. But wait, there's more. There's more. All right. There's one more thing I forgot to mention. You got to be careful with your turn radiuses on these A and B units. And again, this is for the powered A and the unpowered B set only. All the other, if you buy them individually, there's no issues. Because I ran the double shark nose A on the military units. They ran just fine around the layout. Let's see. So let me go to here. Okay. I'm going to put the shell back on because I'm going to show you another issue with these units. Okay, so when you put these two together, when you turn in just a way, these little connection points, you can just see that they do rub. So if you get them on a turn just right, they will rub, also causing the back trailing truck to derail as well. So not only did they get the angle wrong on this coupler system, they got the distance wrong. They put them too close to where the footsteps between the A and B unit for the crews, they're just too close together, so they grind. And if you get just about going down a hill, I can feel how awkward this is too. When you going down a hill, it'll cause the back truck to derail. Manufacturers have warranty protections. Yep, most typically come with 1 and 2 year protection, and then if you're also part of the VIP club for BLI, it's another year on top of that. Problem BLI is that they say this isn't a warranty issue; it's a bug, not a feature. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not technically a defect because you're seeing the Mopac. The Mopac is the exact same A and dummy B unit as the Southern Pacific unit that I have, but again, it's got to be on level track. No, and again, it's not... The issue is very limited per se, but it's just... When you're paying this amount of money, attention to detail is actually really important to me, and stuff like that. And there's one more thing I forgot to mention about this that I discovered from Samra. Okay. we got this wonderful detail. You guys know how details are the devil for me. We've got these little, I don't know if it's going to focus. You can see you got the air hoses there, right? So there's the air hoses right there. There's the air hoses right there. Now this is great, except when those air hoses are a little bit too long and they will catch your crossing wood for the cars to go over. And you hear that wonderful plastic scraping sound. These little mofos create more music than a musical band going over a crossing. So I have to cut those or bend those so that way they don't grind up against crossings. Yeah. Yep. It's a nitpick when it affects functionality. Because I'm a big person, I'm a type of person that if I'm going to pay something like that, functionality should be 99% good to go. I understand there's defects and everything, but when I have a Mopac unit and a Southern Pacific unit that have the same issues, it's a manufacturing defect. Yep. Yep. Other than that, the looks are stunning. The models look fantastic. The best way I can describe the Mopac A and the Dummy B is basically you buy this brand new 911 Porsche, and then on the inside you have leather strap handles instead of, you know, the hardcore wooden, or not wooden, the metal handles that you typically see. It's like, come on. Come on. So, again, these units are awesome. Just stay away from the A and the Dummy B unit sets. That is my recommendation. Take it with a grain of salt. So, like I said, I would stay away from this, the A and the B. Get them individually, and for like $60 more, you'll have an additional B unit that's DCC ready. Obviously, you'll have to pay the chip to put the chip in there. So it'll be maybe another $100 to put that in there. That's what I would recommend. Otherwise, you're going to go through the hassles that I've discovered with these units. So, yeah. So, yeah. And why you stopped? Oh, crap, guys. I think we did it. I think we burnt a Paragon 4. Yay! If there are children, if there's children in the audience, you may want to put them to bed. You may want to put them to bed. You may want to put them to bed. All right, let me show you something. This is a first for the channel. Here we go. I don't want to necessarily say burnt, but I think we broke a decoder. I think we broke it. Yeah, hang on. I'll show you guys in a minute. Okay, let's bring up this shark nose. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's turn you on. Go, full power. It's not doing anything. That puppy is dead. Not only that, we have a flickering light. Guess what that means, ladies and gentlemen? Damn it. What that code means is that there is a programming error. When it flashes like that, I'm going to take it off. We're going to take the energy out of the capacitor for a little bit, and then we'll put it back on and see if that code still does. Otherwise, yeah. Yep, I need to do that. I'm troubleshooting first. I want to make sure I'm going to get the energy out of it. So it's a code. You have to look at how many times it flashes per second, and that's a Morse code type of warning that something has gone wrong. Oh, well. I'm glad this is happening on stream. I'm actually really happy this is happening on stream. Yeah, from a Paragon 4, no less. That surprises me. I don't know if it... So I ran fine here, CB, but the fact that it just died on stream... Exactly. Exactly. All right. I think we gave it enough seconds. Let's see if we can get this running again. And ladies and gentlemen, I think the decoder is now cooking. Let me try something real quick. So I think what happened is by pulling these 6 passenger cars, it overheated the motor. I think this is a motor problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing's done. Yeah, I did smell a CB. There's something wrong with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is a first. My Mopac is dead. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the shell is really, really warm. I think the decoder is still working. I think it's the motor. So that is what we call a defect. No, I gotta get the receipt. I gotta send it to BLI. Yeah. Yeah, this is, so that'll be a first. That'll be my first engine to go back. Yeah. So now I'm about to say stay away from shark noses completely. I don't know. Ugh, dang. Okay. So hi, Icey family. How are we doing today? In its place, we're going to do the Southern Pacific, and I want to see if I can burn that one out. Yeah, the motor damages the decoders. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think there's a motor and that. Well, this is the first, like I said, this is the first time it's ever happened. It's like, okay, cool. We're 59 episodes into the Icey Railway podcast, And we burn a decoder live. Yeah. But again, I may have gotten a bad unit. There are bad batches out there. So, yeah. We'll have to send that one back in. Okay, let me get number 3 going here. So give me a hot minute. I'm going to see if I can burn this one out. Now I'm on a mission. Now I'm on a mission to see. One is, okay, maybe there's 1 bad apple. 2 is a problem. 2 is a problem. All right. Oh, crap. And those are 3 as well. Okay, let's do this. All the cameras. All right, substituting in for the Mopac is the Southern Pacific Black Widow. Let's see if we can burn this decoder out for your guys' entertainment. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's all good. And like I said, I still respect the Paragon 4. I think I got a bad apple. And it happens to every manufacturer. It happens to every manufacturer. There's typically a bad batch. We've seen it with low sound with scale trains. We've seen it with Tsunami 2s and with Atherin. It happens. This is part of the business. At least you guys got to see it. And then we'll work through the motion. We'll send it back to BLI. We'll see if they can fix it. And then we'll bring it back. And we'll continue to test it. Life moves on. Am I disappointed? Yeah. But it's like, this is the part of the hobby. This is the ugly side of the hobby sometimes. So, again, I'm not bashing it. It's just it happens. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see here. That and that. Come on, give me what I want. Come on. Yeah, mission failed successfully. Yep. Yeah, the engine is now cooled off. But we'll send that back. We'll send that back. Alright. Let's see here. Meter John. Yeah, the decoder frying does suck, but it's part of the hobby. Always save your receipts, and we'll ship it back to BLI. I will continue to buy Paragon 4 stuff. It just happens, It just it's part of the hobby. All right, and as I try to figure out life here. Okay, hang on. Let's go to... There we go. This is what I want. Let's see. I mean, it's okay. Don't... Guys, it is fine. It's part of the hobby. It's a defective decoder. It's all good. We will get it back. We will fix it. We'll make it right. Oh, come on. Get out of full screen. Please. And that's true. You make a very fair point that it could be something on the layout that fried it. Now, where it stopped wasn't on a switch or anything. So, yeah. You do make a point. And that's why I'm going to test this engine. If this gets fried, then, yeah, you may have a point that could be an issue on the layout. So again, I'm not blaming the manufacturer, not blaming the coder. It's just it's defective. Don't be. It's the first time. It happens. We all need a demonstration. I have a Godzilla figurine that used to be part of the old layout that I used to have, called the Mystical Lands. Cool. All right. Let's bring up... Oh, that's broken. Sweet. Let's bring up... Where's the 180? Cool. Okay. Just hope it didn't melt the shell. It didn't. No, it didn't. And to be honest, I'm not even going to open the shell. Just because I know it's defective, I'm just going to send it back to BLI. Just going to send it back. And then we'll go from there. You feel like you have a defective TSU2 decoder? Yeah. And we'll take a look at that. If the movies have Reboot Godzilla, I think Rare won't be Reboot Godzilla, yeah. Alright, I'm a point. Take it easy. Yeah, it's definitely... We're going to have good times, and we're going to have bad times with model railroading. Today is just one of those bad times. It happens. We'll send it back to BLI. But it's documented, and you guys saw it. And that's just, you know, it happens. It just happens. Yeah, hashtag blame Heath. No, I blame technology. Sometimes technology is a blessing, sometimes can be a curse. And unfortunately, when it comes to our Mopac number 204, rest in peace. It bit the dust. It bit the dust. It happens. It happens. Oh well. I'm not going to let that kick me down, though. Because, again, I am still grateful for what I have. I'm happy to have you guys with me. And have the layout operational. So, it happens. All right, so as I was, it's just, and you know what's funny? You know what's funny, guys? We were just criticizing, the B units. I guess I criticized it too much that the decoder said enough. You complained way too much, Rayron. I am now going to not work in protest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I literally got this like a week ago. So what I'm going to do is I got the receipt still. I'll give them my VIP information, and then we'll send it back. I know. We filmed it, and the decoder just blew. Hi, Split Rock. How are you, good sir? No, I'm not gonna do a rant. So to fill you in on Split Rock, our brand new Missouri Pacific Paragon 4 bit the dust on stream. It decided, nope, too much criticisms. I'm just going to protest and just shut the motor down. And then give you that flashing code saying that I'm just going to say, nah, not going to work. So if you're wondering why we have a Southern Pacific Southern Pacific Black Widow pulling a Missouri Pacific train, it's because it is on lease duty from the Missouri Pacific. All right, so here comes the shark noses. Oh my goodness. Yep, happy Friday, everyone. I was running one of the A's, something happened to the lead when I stopped, and it shorted out your layout under the frame. It was really hot, like something burnt out. Any thoughts? I don't know, NW. There's so many variables to that. As a BSF engineer pointed out, there's so many different variables and factors that go into an engine not running. So I'm just going to ship it back to BLI. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm also going to do something else with this. Let's put the other two shark... should I put the other two shark noses on? See if we can burn them out too? Because if I'm sending this one shark nose back, if they burn out on me, I can at least ship it all back. For science. For science. Yep, pretty much. I mean, we're going to test it, and I can claim warranty on it. Let's see. And that's a test. I'm curious if it's just one bad apple. I'm hoping that's the case. So we might as well stress test these. We might as well stress test them. Probably the leading wheels caused a short and heated it up. Nope. And it actually works out in this case. Okay. So we have 3 shark noses swimming in this pool of clusterfuck. Let's see what we can do. Because I want to know if I have any other bad decoders. Or maybe not say it that way. If there's any other defective units. Let me put it that way, because we're assuming it's the decoder. But we don't know. It could be the layout. It could be the motor. It could be the wiring. It could be the capacitor. It could be the wheels for all I know. But yeah, I need to know if I have any other defective units. So we gotta test them. How many railroads had sharks? I don't know top of my head. I know mostly, as a matter of fact, all of these are fantasy schemed. Let's take a look. Sharknose. Railroads. Let's see. So, New York Central, Baltimore and Ohio, Egmont, Jolt, and Eastern. Delaware and Hudson. And the Pennsylvania Railroad. So those were the official ones that bought the EMD shark noses. All right, so if you are joining us on stream, welcome. We're having a great day. We've got 3 shark noses running on the layout. And unfortunately, I just fried my Missouri Pacific shark nose. It is not moving. It warms up, and it's got the bleaky light. Yeah, we can get you, I'll get you show center here. More action on the cameras. The thing is, speed matching, because they're all the same decoder, it makes it easier. When they're not the same decoders, it makes it a little bit more difficult to do this. Keeps your ADHD happy. Counted 5? Yeah, I think 5 different railroads had it. Yep, and so we got some. These are the fantasy schemes from BLI. And like I said, if you guys are just joining us right now, we are stress testing these 3 diesels to see if they're going to have their own issues. So those are those ones. And then we've got this one. I know. It's just funny. I know. It's my beloved Missouri Pacific decided to say F you. Nope. Yep. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. You really like the USF one? Nice. USAF. Yeah, it's life. It's just life. It's all good. Am I disappointed? Yes. But for science, for you guys learning, for your guys' entertainment, no. Hashtag worth it. And now we gotta stress test these other ones. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is put you guys all on. Let's see here. Let me put you guys on all the cameras. I'm gonna go ahead and start boxing up this Mopac real quick. I'm probably gonna ship it out tomorrow. So let me get you guys. The Godzilla is packed in the garage. I gotta find a tote that has them. I will bring them out. I just gotta find a tote. They are lost in the abyss that is the garage. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab the box for this and ship these out. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's a bummer. But considering how many units, that we end up buying for DCC, it's inevitable that sometime in your model railroading career that this is going to happen to you. And it's not like I'm going to say don't buy these diesels, because these other ones are still running fine. Keyword fine. So if you want a shark nose, don't let this discourage you. Like I said, from the lessons I've learned from these experience, buy the shark noses individually. Get the A unit individually. Get the B unit with the DCC ready, and then just go ham. But if you are constrained for money, you can see what that got me with this A and B units that I have here. It is going to be quite some work to do. Okay. I'm surprised that the Army unit is quicker than the Air Force unit. Yeah, did they connect? Yeah, they did. Yes, you are right, Railfanning K. They did catch up. Speaking of BLI, how's the daylight? Daylights I've had no issues with. Yeah, the Army one's quicker than the Air Force one, yeah. That's what we call irony. Okay. So, let's do a tutorial on what we do to send a engine back to BLI. Support. Tech support. Troubleshooting repairs. Okay, so it looks like I gotta fill this out. Alright, let me fill this out real quick. Make sure I don't dox myself. Okay. Looks like we got some item number. Engine, product series, model type, description, date. Okay. Engine, product series. Alright, data purchase. Let's see here. Alright, I'll do this later. We'll do this later. Okay, so that was interesting. But so far, I think our other 3 shark noses survived. I'm going to feel if they're getting warmed up at all. All right, let me feel these engines out real quick. Cool to the touch. Cool to the touch. All right, Railfanning K, take it easy. Yeah, yep. Okay, those 3 engines are cool to the touch, which is what we want. So I think it's somewhat safe to say, I know I haven't been running them for hours. These engines hate me. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that horn is stuck on. And I don't know why. That's the silver one. Yep. Yep. I'll see if it happens again. I think that issue, though, to be fair, I think that's a layout issue. Not necessarily a decoder issue. I'm still trying to figure that issue out. And that didn't happen when we were running those engines solo. Except, well, the Black Widow also did that same spot. Yeah, I think it's a layout issue. Not necessarily a decoder issue. Alright, so it's coming around again. And this happens over Ghetto Point, so we'll bring this one up. It's just this particular spot, for some reason, Casper wants to turn on the horn. See, it didn't do it that time. Bizarre. Bizarre. Well, I'm definitely happy that got some shorts and some video of the Mopac when I was still running. C'est la vie. Okay. No, it was a green signal. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner. Yep. Keep it here for the Black Widow. CB, I'm not going tomorrow because there's the generalship meeting that's happening at Denny's. So I was suspecting that no one was gonna be at Elmendorf tomorrow. And in that case, I'm staying home. All right, got the because yeah, generalship meeting's not happening at Elmendorf tomorrow. And finally, the last one coming up. I'll let CB answer that one. Phone camera doesn't want to work. That's fine. Well, so far so good. Knock on wood. That whistling error again, it's not consistent enough to be an issue. I would say it happens like once every 20 laps or so. So I'm not concerned about that. It's more of the decoder having blown on me. That's the issue for sure. What the... Alright, where's that? I'll do another heat test here in a second. Okay, still cool to a touch. So yeah, it was just a bad apple. It was definitely a bad apple. Mm. So again, that's not gonna discourage me. We will ship it back. You know, we'll probably won't see this Mopac diesel for about a month, and then I'll report back to you. And if you were looking into a shark nose, again, don't get discouraged. Let these 3 operational ones kind of be an encouragement that, you know, it's just small factory defect. It happens. Yeah, and it won't affect my recommendation. Like I said, if you're into a shark nose, don't let this discourage you. Again, just take my recommendation that just buy the A unit, buy the B unit separately, independent. I think you'll be better off. But these things happen. These things do happen. All right, let's do some more real fanning. And that's the thing that I've also got to look into. That, you know, I nitpick things a lot. I criticize a lot. But at the end of the day, I am thankful that I have at least 3 shark noses going. Some people can't even afford one. And those are the things that keeps me in check. I'm still happy that they're out. Alright, let's see. Every time I say the word shark, I want to think about baby sharks and the stinking song, man. Got that stuck in my head. I apologize if I got stuck in your guys' head. Well, there goes BLI's, or Paragon. Well, again, I can't say it's decoder, but there goes the perfect streak on the channel. uh, yeah. All right. Let's get the 180 there. Oh, really? This is dead too? Yeah, I know. I'm going to take it off here soon. Yep, and that's dead. Okay. All right. Going to take those two off the layout. All right. Let's bring this back up. Nope, not that one. That one. And the 180. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching in. Again, this was definitely a hiccup of a stream. Unfortunately, we finally had our first engine die on the podcast. But that's not going to let us down. We're going to continue to have fun, continue running this train around. But again, thank you so much for all the support. We are about 180 away from 6,000 subscribers. Absolutely crazy. You guys are killing it, as you always do. Thank you guys for all the kind words, comments, likes, subscribes, all that fun jazz. So something's coming up for me. We had the new Braunfels train show last Saturday. That's currently in production. I'm hoping to get that video out by the end of this weekend. We did have quite an impressive haul. I think this train show was a little bit different from the last New Braunfels train shows, but they had some really good deals. Back to work. All right, Kyle, take it easy. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the cluster. Well, thanks for joining. All right. Alright, guys, I think what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and throw that yellow. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do one more lap around this layout, and I'm going to end it a little bit early. I'm kind of exhausted. I want to get some more of that video done from the Bronfels. And then put these shark noses to bed. And then I gotta work on this paperwork for this one that burnt out. So I can really hit the PO box or the post office tomorrow. So I gotta start working on the paperwork for that. Okay, events prepare start the next signal. Yep. Alright, and we're doing the final lap. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, we're going to throw that red signal. We're going to tell the engineer to go ahead and proceed, and we'll take it to show center. The joys of moving. Oh, so it's finally happening. All right, and there we go. Those are the shark noses from BLI. Again, kind of a little bit of a bummer that the Mopac one did burn on us. But I'm not going to let that get discouraged. Yeah, we're going to have bad days like this, but the thing is, we'll get it over to BLI. We'll get it fixed and get it back running on the Icey Railway. So, again, don't blame the decoder. We don't know what the issue is. We're going to have defects like this. We learn from it. We'll ship it out, get it fixed, and make it right. So, it's all good. Again, don't hate on the company. Don't hate on the decoder. It's a defect. What can you do? Life happens. So, with it, guys, thank you so much for all of the support. You guys are awesome. And have a great night.